Qatar, a peninsula located in the Arabian Gulf, has currently become the focus of attention and an attractive destination. That's attributed to the economic and social development this state is witnessing as a result of Qatar Vision 2030. The state of Qatar has always adopted a policy based on good neighbourhood, maintaining international peace and security, endeavouring to resolve disputes and conflicts, as well as spreading harmony among sisterly states. The policy, the basis of which was laid down by His Highness the Father Emir Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the founder of the modern Renaissance of Qatar, and then followed by His Highness the Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. To confirm its policy in support of international peace and security, Qatar took the initiative to join the international conventions relating to the prohibitions of weapons of mass destruction, such as chemical weapons conventions, biological weapons conventions, Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, and Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. It also joined the United Nations Programme to prevent illicit trafficking in small arms and light weapons. In order to achieve the objectives of these conventions and their implementation at the national level, Qatar has established the National Committee for the Prohibitions of Weapons in 2004 as a standing committee at the Ministry of Defence to be the entity trusted with the task of realising these goals. As for its membership, the committee includes one representative from each of the following ministries and bodies: Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Energy and Industry, the Supreme Council of Health, Ministry of Municipality and Urban Planning, Ministry of Environment, Cabinet's General Secretariat, Hamad Medical Corporations, Customs and Ports General Authorities.
The National Committee for the Prohibition of Weapons was established in 2004 as a national authority to implement the international conventions on weapons of mass destruction. Since its establishment, the National Committee has managed to accomplish many achievements at both local and international levels. 2012 was considered to be the most important year as it witnessed the inauguration of Doha Regional Center for CBRN Training. The center is considered to be the first of its kind in the Middle East region. It aims to provide industrial capacity building programs as well as strengthening institutions to implement international commitments in the areas of security and non-proliferation at the regional and global levels. The State of Qatar also gained the membership of the Executive Council of the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons for 2 consecutive terms from 2012 to 2014 and extending to 2016, in addition to the membership of the Board of Governors of the International Atomic Energy Agency.
To facilitate the performance of the task the committee was entrusted with, working groups were established, one for each convention, besides the legal affairs and awareness working groups.
In accordance with paragraphs 4 and 5 of the Council of Ministers, Resolution number 26 of 2004, amended by Resolution number 45 of 2007, the National Committee for the Prohibitions of Weapons shall propose and review the necessary national legislation for the implementation of international conventions on the prohibitions of weapons. On this basis, the National Committee has issued the Chemical Weapons Law of 2013 and is also working to complete the legislative system. That's by issuing the Biological Weapons Law, BWC, which aims to put the Biological Weapons Convention into force, as well as the national system of the accounting for and control of nuclear materials, which comes in implementation of a Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, along with the other agreements and protocols derived from, such as the Nuclear Safeguards Agreement and Small Quantities Protocol, signed by the State of Qatar with the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) in January 2009.
The human security is exposed to a growing threat as a result of the proliferation and illicit trafficking of small arms and light weapons. These types of weapons are considered the first choice in a lot of conflicts. Moreover, these conflicts cause the death, injury, and suffering of hundreds of thousands as well as the displacement of populations, thus creating an atmosphere of insecurity in many parts of the world. This in itself constitutes a serious violation to the international humanitarian law. Among the major problems associated with the small arms and light weapons is their accessibility on a large scale in many parts of the world, being relatively cheap, deadly, portable, concealable, durable, and easy to operate, to the extent that children under the age of 10 can easily use it in the battlefield. Therefore, the United Nations has developed a program to prevent the illicit trading of such weapons, to which the State of Qatar acceded in 2006 to contribute in reducing the risk of these weapons and strengthen respect of human dignity. Qatar's National Committee for the Prohibition of Weapons has always been keen on participating in Arab and international meetings that are held with regards to this program. It is noteworthy that the State of Qatar, in pursuing the realization of the United Nations program's goal, has taken legislative steps to control the illicit circulation and acquisition of such weapons.
The United Nations, and it is a process of undertaking the effective measures to eliminate the weapons of mass destruction, has approved the Convention on the Prohibition of the Development, Production, and the Stockpiling of Bacteriological, Biological, and Toxins weapons, and the destruction of these weapons in April 1972. In September of that year, the Qatari Councils of Ministers issued a decision approving the ratification of the State of Qatar on the Convention. Accordingly, the Emiri Decree number 32 of 2001 was issued to ratify the Convention. Pursuant to the Article 4 of Biological Weapon Convention, each state party to this convention shall take necessary measures to prohibit and prevent the development and the production of biological weapons. That through instituting controls on biological materials so as not to be used in manufacturing of biological weapons. Taking into account the right of states to the peaceful uses of these materials to encourage economic and social development. Consequently, at least the creation of the balance between the two issues, the National Committee of Biological Weapons has taken the necessary steps toward the implementation of the Convention.
Doha Regional Center for CPR and Training is an initiative of the State of Qatar for training on relevant treaties. This is due to the key role practiced by the State of Qatar through the NCPW supporting the implementation of Article 10 and 11 of the Chemical Weapon Convention. National candidates from Qatar as well as international nominees from state parties of the Convention are both nominated by the organization OPCW to receive training program and workshops offered at the center. The center was established in alignment with the Organization of the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons goals. This was communicated through the Conference of State Parties which took place in 2011. The State of Qatar succeeded in establishing the center as ideally placed and enjoyed the support and confidence of neighboring countries of the Gulf region. In addition, the Center has a variety of sustainable activities.
Consequently, the National Committee for the Prohibition of Weapons is moving forward on the track outlined by the State of Qatar as an effective component in the consolidation of its policy to support international peace and security.